Hi everyone, I'm back again. I'm back again. Hope you've been learning something. Huh? Hope you didn't regret coming here. Okay. I'm glad you are learning something. I am EKD, Ikirimo Dobrako. You can call me EKD. Okay? I am a brand strategist. I don't know if you know that profession. I'm a brand strategist, okay? And once again, I want to thank you for coming here. I want to thank you for coming here. I think I'll have to come down so that I can see my screen. Thank you for coming. I want you to pay good attention because this session is going to, there have been amazing sessions. That of our boss, Mr. Ogaga. There have been amazing session and the other persons, and it's been really wonderful. And I'm going to be building, thank God we talked about startups. I'm going to be building on the foundation. I want to really thank God we talked about startups, okay? So we have here scaling up startups through branding. Okay, I didn't know he was going to be talking about startups, but at least he talked about startups. How many of you know what a startup means? I just noticed a lot of people don't know what startup means. Okay, a startup is a company that provides a particular service, okay, a particular product or service, a single product or service in most cases. Okay, Facebook is a startup. Everybody's familiar with Facebook, right? Facebook is a startup, so that it does not look strange to you. Facebook is a startup, Instagram is a startup, we have OPay is a startup. You find them all around you. So if we are mentioning startups, you should know what we are talking about. Okay, and before I continue, I want to appreciate some of my team members that are here. I have Chichi and I have Promise. Okay, so I want to appreciate them. Okay, so let's pay attention. This session is not only for techies. Okay, it's not only for techies. I know many people are just getting to tech world. They are just beginning to understand tech world. So it's not only for techies. How many of you have a business here? You have a business you are running. I think almost everybody have a business now. How many of you have a business you are running or a service you are offering? There are lots of persons. Nobody sells with one here because everybody is selling with. Eh? Where are the girls? Nobody is selling with one here. You don't sell anything, you don't make cakes. Okay, there are people like that. That is a business, okay? That is a business. So we have scaling up startups through branding. So I've explained what a startup means for you. I want you to pay attention. By the time we are done with this session, you are going to grab a lot of things. Okay? Okay, let's have the next slide. So I want you to meet my two friends. This session is going to be very interactive, okay? Are you okay with that? Yeah. It's going to be very interactive. So I want you to focus on the screen. Hope you can see the screen from that side. Can you see it? Can you see the screen from that side? Or we should shift it a bit. Okay. Hope you can see. Just try. If you can't see it, then just try to come to this middle. So if we shift it now, it might affect the persons at the side. That's why we ask people to sit at the middle. Okay? So, I have my two friends here. I want to introduce you to my two friends. Have you seen them before? Have you seen them before? You've not seen them in Delsu. You have not seen them. Okay? These are my two friends. And they like wearing same clothes. Right? They have different personalities and all that. We have a problem. We have a very, very big problem. And at the end of the day, we are going to solve that problem together. Okay? How many of you are ready to solve that problem for me? Let me see your hand. Okay? So we are going to solve that problem together. The problem is that they don't have names. You are surprised, right? So we're like, these two guys, big guys, they don't have names. They don't have names. So at the end of it, I want to appreciate Shateki too. Please put your hands together for my friend console, Shateki. Okay? So meet my two friends, nameless. I can't call them name because they don't have a name. But I believe at the end of the day, they are going to have names with the help of you guys. Okay? So next slide. So what really, I think that's the typing error. That might really is not accurate. Okay? What really is branding? So what really is branding? Like I said, we have business owner here. Even if you are not owning a business, in the next month you own a business, or you know somebody that owns a business, or somebody that wants to start up something. Like I said in my first, when I came up first, there are people here that have ideas. Okay? There are people here that have ideas that maybe you might not be capable of doing, of executing it, but you have that idea. You have that, okay, I can create this app that can help for this, that can help for this. You might be a programmer, you might not be a programmer. You have to listen to this too, because Mr. Ogag has said a lot about startups, how they can have income and things like that. So I'm building on that, okay? That should make you interested in pushing that your idea forward. Because if you don't do that, someone else will take it. How many of you have thought of something, then later you saw the same thing elsewhere? How many of you? Then you are not regretting, I thought of this thing, I was the first person to think of this thing. You are not the first person. If you don't execute fast, time is going. Time is going. So that's what you should take note of. So what really is branding? Okay? Branding is the perception people have about you. Okay? The perception you want people to have about you. Everybody has a brand here, whether you like it or not. You have a brand. When people see you, what do they think about? That is your brand. That is your brand. If they see you, maybe your name is Blessing, if they see Blessing, what do they think about? Do they see this person that is very, maybe she's strict? Somebody thinks about you about being strict. That's your brand. Okay? That's your brand. It's what you want people to perceive about you. So business-wise, your startup or your business must have a personality. That's what we call a personality. Okay? What you want people to feel about it. What you want people to feel about it. So you get to determine. So let's have the next slide. So I have here, it is all about perception. Okay? Can you just repeat after me? It is all about perception. It's all about perception. So, what do people think about you? I have a sub-note that says, if you do not say something about you, some other person will. If you don't talk about yourself, some other person will. Have you found people talking wrongly about some people? And most times if you are silent about it, they will continue speaking about you wrongly until you stand out and talk for yourself. Okay? So that's one thing. It said nation doesn't allow for void. Nation does not allow for void. So if you don't say something, forget it. Someone else will tell your story for you if you cannot tell it. Even if you are a good person and you don't want to speak up, someone else will start speaking on your behalf and might end up telling people that you are a bad person. Okay? So I have that text there. It said, what do the big boys do? What do the big boys do? So who are the big boys? Who are the big boys? In the industry, who are the big boys? So we have the big boys such as Apple. How many of you are familiar with Apple? You're familiar with Apple, you're familiar with Facebook. They have dominated the market. And they are still dominating the market. Okay? So what do they do? I'm talking about it's all about perception. What does Apple do to you? Apple makes you, I know Apple they have durable products, okay? But when you think about Apple, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Luxury. Everybody's just saying luxury. Yes, luxury. That is simply because they want you to feel that way. They've made you feel that way. That even if you have another phone that is very capable of doing what Apple would do, you'd rather want to get an iPhone. Is that not true? Because when you hold it, you are feeling, there's a feeling it gives you that you belong. Okay? Did they have to point a gun to your head and tell you to feel that way? No. They did not. What they used was what? They used branding. They used what? Branding to make you feel that way. So next slide. So that should make you, talking about Apple. That should make you take it very important. You should know that it is very important. So just imagine you having like I said, do what the big boys do. No, just leave it on Apple. Do what the big boys do. Okay? You should imitate them. What do you want people? You are doing a cake business, or you're having a startup idea, or an app, or you're doing a little business. What do you want people to feel about you? There are some certain things you can do to make people feel something about you. Okay? And at doing that, they begin to desire you what? They begin to desire you what? More. And that's what Apple is doing. Most times they make their before they release a product, they have to treat it specially. They do this kind of thing, this kind of events to unbox their products. They are making you feel that Apple is super special. And because of that they are doing, the way they've carried themselves and all that, they make you feel that they are very, very valuable. And that's why someone wants to die for an iPhone, just because of branding. Okay? So let's move to the next slide. Hope you are getting something. Are you getting something? Okay. So Apple has defined herself, Facebook has defined herself, has found herself. So who are you? Who are you? That's the question. Who are you? Have you gotten your identity yet? Maybe the identity of your startup or even your personal brand. You might be someone that offers a service. Okay, maybe you are a graphics designer or you are a web developer. You can brand yourself. You can brand yourself. If you see yourself as like somebody that will see 20 naira, they'll pay you 20 naira. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's because of the way you branded yourself. Okay? So, who are you? So you've got to be effortlessly recognizable. It's not difficult to recognize Apple or any other people. So what branding does for you is that it makes you what? Recognizable. Another thing is that you can copy a product, but not a brand. You can copy a product. You can see somebody doing let's say all these fintech companies. Let's say OPay. We have OPay, for instance. We have another one. Who can give me another one? Flutterwave. Okay. We have two companies doing the same thing, right? The same thing. It's the same product they are offering, the same reach, the same things they do. But they cannot copy the same branding. They cannot have the same branding. Okay? They can't have the same branding. Because you can't copy branding. It is what singles you out. It is what singles you out. If I ask some person to give some difference between Apple and Samsung, they will give you. One thing I know Samsung. Which phone has the best cameras? The majority. Yes, Google Pixel. Everybody has their own opinion. But I think the majority is what? The majority is Samsung. He says something. Now, as of now. So we'll not argue about that. After this, we'll go and check. Okay? So you can't copy a brand. Okay? Next slide. So we have something here. Can you read it for me if you can see it? People no longer want to think. You might say, what is this? Why is it that people no longer want to think? What is happening here? And I have another point says, humans like ease. Humans like ease. That's why they don't know how to think. Why do people go and use Google? Why? Why would somebody just go and they ask you a question, you want to just go and use Google? Or maybe you want to do, why do you use even for some small numbers, you just want to use calculator? Because people every day they are trying to bring out means that will make them not to think. Okay, and they are embracing it. That's why I said people don't know how to think. And that point is anything that makes it easy probably thinks for you. Anything that makes something easy thinks for you. thinks for you. So establishing those points, branding can help you leverage this. The hunger for people, that's like people not wanting to make them think, you can leverage on that with branding. How can you do that? You can tell them how to think. Just repeat after me. Tell them how to think. Tell them how to think about you because they don't want to think. What did I talk about Apple just now? They made you think about them in a way. So you tell people how to think about you. If you have maybe you have this thing of wanting to increase your prices. You want to increase your prices. Sometimes it's painful. You have to be patient. You want to increase your prices. Maybe you charge. What do I use now? Okay, you charge 800 naira for 2 logo plus 3D mockup. That people used to call it 3D mockup. I don't know why they call it. No, it's 3D logo. Okay, you charge 2 for it, and you want to increase the price. There are things you can do based on your branding to increase that price. Because why people will pay you 800 is because they don't value what you do. They don't value it. So for you to increase it, you have to make them think about you as a valuable person. And you can do that through what? Branding. One thing, make yourself scarce. Make yourself scarce. Because anything that is scarce is valuable. Okay? That's why I said it might be painful. But you start doing it. Not that just because it's scarce completely. Start limiting the people you are dealing with. Limit it. That's just one of the way. And that is branding. That is branding. That's just one of the way. Okay? So you leverage on it, make people think. Another way you can make people think of you as highly. Okay, let me not go beyond what I have here. Just next slide. Okay, the same thing we're talking about here. Fake it until you make it. How many of you have heard of that? What do I call it? That's food. Fake it until what? Make it. It's actually right in some sense, okay? Not in the wrong way. Not in the wrong way. So fake it until you make it. Simply look like your future. Maybe I want people to value me more. What do? I have a brand, I have a product. Maybe I sell, let's say, I sell cakes, for instance. Why am I using cake? I sell cakes, maybe because I like cake. I sell cakes, for instance. So maybe I don't package my cake. Okay? I don't package it. So it's just there. I just send it from the tree or something. So, and I want people, I'm looking for good customers, or I want to increase the price of my cake. What do? I simply look like my future. That's faking it until you make it. Maybe I want to be selling products to, maybe exporting it on this kind of things. There's a way I will package my products. I will package it. You'll be afraid of pricing it. Is that not true? You'll be afraid of pricing it 10 naira. Is that not true? The same thing. You'll be afraid of pricing it 10 naira. So there's a way you pack, even your service. You are a graphic designer. Maybe somebody sends you, I want to do a logo. Then you just tell the person, 5,000 naira. You've not branded yourself properly. Imagine the person asking you, I want to do a logo. You send the person an invoice or the price list of something, your different something. The person will, that first will just give the person a high sense of you. That is branding. That is branding. Okay? That is branding. So don't care less about design. That's the mistake people make. You are having a business, you always just do the design anyhow, I'll just post it. Don't care less about what? About designs. Many people do it. They care less about design. Okay, I'm selling clothes. Just put the clothes anyhow online. Just put it. Use mix the clothes. Divide it anyhow. Post it, put the price there. Use red this thing to put the price. How many of you have seen those things on WhatsApp? You just type the text, put it online. You are branding yourself the wrong way. You don't know. You are branding yourself the wrong way. Okay? Don't care less about design. Okay, next slide. Next slide, please. Please, next slide. Okay. Okay, yes. So this is it. What if you treat me like your product? What if you treat me like a product? That's what most clients will think in their mind. You don't have any value for design. You are just posting your product or posting your this thing, or the way you package your product. You just do it maybe carelessly. I'll be thinking in my mind, if I'm a client, what if you treat me the way you are treating this product now? Is that not true? What if you treat me the way you are treating this thing? You just put the thing carelessly and I will buy. And you're offering a service. I'll be thinking, if this person does not have no value for this product, why? You see, it's not all about you. That's why most of don't care about this, and just post it online. They don't think about their customers. So branding, even branding makes us know that you think about your customer. You think about what? Your customer. So it's about your customer. So the next slide. Okay. So some persons might not believe what I just said. So I have a little game for you to play. Some persons might not believe what I said. I said, some persons might just be asking why. Some persons are asking why. Why is that? Okay. So let's play a game. Let's assume. Hope you are listening. Okay. Let's assume there are gifts for participation. We have gifts for participation. So at the end of the day, we'll look at those people that participated and we're going to give them a gift. Okay, we have swap t-shirts for people. Okay, so let's play a game. Let's assume that you visit a city for the first time and you will be leaving in an hour time. Okay, let's say you visit Dubai. Okay, and you'll be leaving in an hour time. You've been there for long, but you have to leave in an hour time to catch up your flight. Okay, but before then, you wish to purchase jewelries. How many of you are grabbing? Are you listening? Okay, so you call your friend and he sends you these two brands. You can get these jewelries from, and you can just make do with. You can just get the jewelries, and you can just make do with one because maybe the two brands they are apart from each other. Okay, maybe they are apart from each other. We have one at one direction that is very far from the other one. Okay, and within that 1 hour you have. How many of you are following? How many of you are following? If you have a question, you can ask before on this game we are doing. So because I want everybody to participate. Let's say they are very much apart, and you are calculating within that 1 hour. Will I get here? Will I get, if I go to the two places, I'm going to waste my time and I'm going to miss my flight. So I need to pick only one. And your friend sends you these two brands. Next slide. So we have these two brands here. We have these two brands. And your friend sends you this brand. Okay, you can get from Diamante Rosa or you can get from K Jewelries. Which one will you pick? How many of you will pick Diamante Rosa? How many of you will pick it? Are you guys seeing it? Can you see it? How many of you will pick K Jewelries? So am I lying? You've not seen what they sell. You've not seen if they are good. You don't know if they are selling stolen product. But what you just know is that why? Because this one is more appealing to you. So is design important? Yes. Eh? I thought it was not important. Okay? So we have these two brands. So imagine you utilizing the same thing for your business. Some people want to get high income, but they don't want to brand themselves properly. It cannot work. Okay? So they just made you feel that, why would you not go to this brand? You might feel that, okay, let me just ask one person. This K Jewelries, why would you not go there? Apart from the reason that it's not fine. What's that? I know it's not fine. Can somebody just answer?
I can't trust them.
Thank you. Please clap for him. I can't trust them. Okay.
There is no symbol of
what they are saying. Okay. They look careless. I can't trust them. I know how much jewelry costs, right? So imagine you wasting your maybe thousands of dollars on something that you cannot trust people. So hope you see that design is important. branding is important. So just guess how many people have been judging your brand behind you or judging your startup behind you. Just imagine how many customers you are losing. Okay? So next slide. Can you clap for me? Am I not trying? I'm trying. Okay, so next slide. So I know we want to hear about money, we want to hear about money. Like our auntie there was asking, how do you make it? And Mr. Ogaga answered rightly. Okay? So some dollars and talent. Some dollars and talent. So what do we mean by some dollars and talent? Okay? So one stone kills two birds. One stone. You can use one stone to kill two birds. So what do we mean by dollars? Because everybody wants to hear dollars, right? Everybody wants to hear everybody wants to hear dollars and talent. So how does one stone kill two birds? I said at that point, people are naturally attracted towards success. How many of you know that? People are naturally attracted to success. They want to be attached to somebody that is significant. If you hear someone that says, Dangote is my uncle, will you not turn? You will turn. The person will make you turn. Dangote is your uncle. You just turn once. Because everybody wants to be what? Wants to be known to, be close to successful people. They are attracted to successful people. So you are automatically positioned for investors. That's the two bets I'm talking about. The two bets is dollars. That's the money part of it. And okay, let's start with the money part of it. Like Mr. Ogaga was sharing that you can have, let's say you have an idea, you want to do something that is magnificent, you have a startup idea, you want to create, you have a social media idea. Maybe the way you do it is now, it will be better than Facebook. Okay? So you have this idea, that is a startup, I've defined startup from the beginning. You have this idea, and you are able to brand it well. You are able to brand it well. When I mean branding, both the app, interface, and everything, you brand it very well. When you stand before potential investors, when you are presenting, how many of you have heard of Lions Den? How many of you have heard of Lions Den? Okay, so when you stand before potential investors or people that are willing to sponsor your business, if you brand very well, you are 90% to getting what you invested, what you want them to invest in. If you watch Lions Den, one of the episodes, somebody made a mistake with his designs. He made a mistake, and that was what made him to exempt him or to take him out. Okay? So you want to be particular about your design. You want to be particular about it. You have a project like Mr. Ogada said of some investor. If it is well branded, they won't even ask you question 2 times. They will just see it and say, okay, it's like this person is competent. Is it not true, sir? They will just look at this person is competent, see the way it's branded. See when Mr. Ogaga came and his team, they are putting on their shirt and don't you love it? It just makes you feel that this person is competent, this person knows what he's doing. Just with that branding, and you are able to attract what? Investors. Okay? And another one, you are able to attract talent. You are able to what? We said track record is old school. Track record. You might not necessarily have a track record. Like I showed you 2 brands here. Do you know them before? But you just, that design created track record in your mind. Is that not true? So there's a way you can use branding to create a track record. Okay? It just forms a track record. I think I can trust this person. How do you know, most of the time, how do you know scam sites? They are carelessly done. Is that not true? Most scam sites, check, is that not true? They are carelessly done. So you don't need to just, this is scam site, and then you don't need to know. You don't need to think twice. So you help them to create a track record. So branding can help you leverage this. You can use brand to create a track record for yourself. Let's say you offer a service and you have not been there for like 1 year. But the way you brand yourself, your logo and everything, you are looking as if you've been there for 10 years. Is that not so? Okay. Let's move. Okay. We are back to my 2 friends. We are back to my 2 friends. Okay? So, somebody's laughing at my friends. Why? Okay? We have my 2 friends here that I showed you from the beginning. How many of you are ready to give them names here? Okay. If you've learned something, just clap. Let me just hear. You've learned something. Yeah, to encourage you. Okay? So, we have my two friends. I don't know if all of you can see them. We have two friends here. Two friends. And we have two names in particular we must give these guys. Two names we must give them. Two names. Okay? Two names. We have options of names. We have one. After this, I'm going to round up. Okay? We have one. We have what's the first name? Huh? So is it Tico? What's the second name? Bamboo. Right? So these guys are depending on you people to name them. Don't go and name them like they used to name your people. Okay? Don't name them to name your people. So you have to look at them well and say, okay, this name, I think I will name this one, or I will name this guy, this other name. So there are two guys. So I want you to think. I will give you some seconds to think. I'll give you some seconds to think, and I'll ask you guys to raise your hand. So let's see. Let's see. Okay? Are you done? Okay. I think we're all ready to name these guys. They will really appreciate you. Don't worry, they will send you more if you name them. Okay? So you see this guy is angry. He does not have the name, he's angry. The guy is angry. Somebody better name this guy. Okay? So we have two guys here. So what will you name? Let's start with the first person. How do we do this poll now? Then going to think fast, then how to do this poll so that we can get it done effectively. If there's nobody, I'll just try to do it where I can. Okay? So there is the first guy here. I'll just call it guy 1. Guy 2. So guy 1, what will you name guy 1? Okay. Okay. Bamboo. Are you sure that is a good name? Yes. Are you sure? They will look for you if you don't name them well. Okay? Why? Okay, let me ask you why. So what will you name the second guy? What will you name the second guy? Okay. I don't know why you gave that name. Why? It's alright. We just manage it. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, so this was my prediction. Did I point anybody gun to name anybody here? No. Did I point anybody gun? So we have over 70% of everybody naming this guy, and we have over 30%. So what I want to make you understand is that branding can do something with people's mind. It's not just done carelessly. It's not what? Done carelessly. I didn't point anybody gun to choose this thing, and I predicted. So just imagine you are doing your business and you are doing this prediction. And you are doing this kind of predictions like, okay, you are okay, I'll make sales here. If I do this, I'll make sales. So the way it works is that humans, they think what? They think likely. Okay? They think likely. If I would ask somebody why you name, what I just did, I played with your experience. I played with what you've seen before. I played with the experience you've had. How did I play with? So branding is not, I want to just tell you that branding is not done carelessly. And when you do it well, you can meet your target, meet your targeted audience, you can make sales and everything if it is done what? If it is done well. Okay? If it is done well. So this is the prediction and it's super right. So I'll just ask one person, or should I not ask? We already know. So no need to ask why we named them this thing. Okay? So that's it. And that's my time. Okay? That's my time. So I hope you will be able to get something. Okay, let's have the last slide. So EKD stands, okay? That's my time. And you can reach out to me. If you have any questions, I will take 2 questions. If there's no question, I'll just leave. Okay? So there is no question. It means everybody. It won't. Okay. Don't ask me a question.
My name is Promise. I'm a student of this. So I have a question. As a startup, I want to start my business. How will I organize my branding so I will not be able to change it again in the future because that is what we do all the time. their logo.
Okay, just give me a round of applause because that's a good question. Okay, when you want to, maybe you want to start branding and all that, you start first of all with your logo. It all depends on your structure. Okay, if you make a good structure, it will last for a long time. That's true in reality. Okay, you start from your structure, and while branding, the first thing you take in consideration, it might not actually be your logo. Okay, like I said, what do you want people to feel about you? Is it long term? If it's long term, then you have to think of something long term. Not that it's something that is trending. Don't go with trends. Maybe this thing is trending. Okay, I think I want people to think about me that way. And the thing is trending. And when that trend is over, your brand is over, you will have to change it. So to get something that is lasting, you have to think. And one way is by your logo. Okay? Your logo. That's just one of the ways. That's not the only way. That's not the only way. Like I said, your personality, it has to be long term. Don't follow trends. Okay? And that is your logo. Like everybody will say, your logo has to be simple. Okay? If it's not simple, you will change it in the long run. You will change it. How many of you have seen the new MTN logo? It has been there for quite a while now. You've seen the new MTN logo. Is it simpler? If it has been simple like 20 years ago, would there be any need to change it? So those are the things. Those are one of the things. So if I'm not able to answer it very fast, I have videos on it on my YouTube page. I have videos on that. So you can just check it out and you'll be refreshed, okay? So thank you very much for listening to me. And thank you.